Hey, what's up all my freaks and geeks out there in YouTube land? EmGo here, and today we will be reviewing Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Demolisher. So let's head to the table and check him out. So here we are, and there he is. Okay, so where do we start? Basically, there are two schools of thought when it comes to this figure. People either like it, and I'm using the word like, not love. People either like it or they hate it. Me, I could go either way. I mean, I like the fact that it kind of goes against what a Transformer is supposed to look like, but at the same time, I don't like it because it goes against what a Transformer is supposed to look like. This mode isn't bad. You see here he's an excavator, I believe is what this is supposed to be. He's a Constructicon, and this mode it's okay. I mean, there's some good detail. He's got the Mecha Live gimmick here. You move this hinge and you see this gear rotate, which is not a bad touch. I do like the purple windows here in the cab. I like that. It catches the light real good. Little Decepticon symbol right there. The treads don't move. They're stationary. They don't go anywhere. He suffers from visible head syndrome. Right there. There's his face. And that's pretty much all there is for that mode. I mean, you can't really do much with this mode except move this up and down, move this in and out. The little, the shovel part here. You can move it up and down. That's pretty much it. Just for size comparison, let's bring in Mixmaster. You can see here, Demolish is, wider, but, Mixmaster is a bit longer, So, I mean, pretty good size for a Voyager. Alright, so let's get down to the transformation. First thing you want to do is you want to pull these treads down, like so. They're just pegged on here. There's a little port right there, right into the tread. And then you just want to unpeg them here, like so, and bring them down. Just my camera here. And this part of the transformation is pretty cool, though. You just take the tread here, you grab it on either side, you apply some pressure, and it does that. It makes the tread round. And, makes it a wheel, basically, which is kind of cool. Do the same thing with the other side. And what you do here is you just take it, you rotate it. So basically, this will face inward. Actually, I shouldn't do this now. I'm kind of putting this in my own way. Next thing you want to do is you want to split this whole thing right down the middle. Like so. You want to take this panel, flip it over, and flip it down. So it's flush with the back of Demolisher's head. Now you want to take one of these wheels. It doesn't matter which one, just take one of them. Rotate one upward, like that. Now, you can take this, you want to take it, rotate it around, and bring it in. So now the tire is inside. Then you want to bring this around, right here, and just peg it in. So it looks like that. And then you just want to do the same thing with the other wheel. Take it, bring it around. Bring this piece up, tap it together. Now you basically need to rotate the arms now. As you can see, he already looks weird. But you want to take the arms. You basically have to hold on to this whole section because if you try to rotate this by itself, the head will move. You're actually trying to keep the head in the same place and just rotate the arms. So you have to grab a hold of everything and just click it forward. Like that. Then you got them at this station right here. Now, you want to take these top pieces here, rotate them, like so. Now this is basically where a lot of people stop and say they're done. You're not done here yet. You're not done. You actually have to fix his arms just a little bit more. What you want to do is, you want to take this piece right here. You want to take it, or this piece rather. I'm pointing to the wrong piece here. Take this piece and you want to take it and bring it back. Like that. And line this whole thing up. Come in my own way here. There we go. And line that up like so. You want to bring this part down a little bit. And now you want to take this part and just bring it back. Like so. And you see how that looks now. You just want to do the same thing on this side. You just want to take it. See if the light can catch this. There you go. Take it and bring it back so this whole piece is flush. Bring this panel down a little bit. And then take this and bring it back. Then you fold that up. And what that does is basically makes a sturdier base for him to stand on. And now the transformation is done. So here is Demolisher in his robot mode. As you can see, you know, he's he's weird. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He can't stand without his arms. You know, you try to actually stand him up, you can't pose him. If you try to pose him in any way, he'll just, just tip over. He needs his hands to stand up. But, it's, like I said, it's not the worst figure, but it's not the best either. I mean, I guess I do have to say that it is the weakest in the line. But, it's, he came out in the first wave, and, I had to pick him up. Just because it was the first wave of the new figure, so I had to have him. And just for a little size comparison here he is with Long Haul. You can see how they stack up. Pretty much the same height. Almost. And, obviously, the scale isn't, the scale isn't right, because if you remember in the movie, Optimus Prime was hanging off of his face and he was about this big, so I mean the scale obviously is a little off, but it's the best they could do. This isn't a must-have, but if you're a completist, if you want to have all the figures, if you want to have all the characters that were in the movie, then definitely pick him up. If not, you won't be missing out on too much. But he is displayed proudly in the back of all the good figures. He pretty much just stands behind them, just looming in the background. I don't really keep him in the forefront. But that's pretty much all there is to say about this figure. So there he is. That is Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Demolisher, and this is EmGo signing off.